morning, everyone. Today is the day. We are going to start on the house. Sort of. We've already kind of started. Now, if you can see right there, the Winnebago was parked there, and it was sort of in the way of the house. Not in the way of the house, but we weren't going to be able to get it out after we start this process. So we did move it. Just had to charge up the battery and it started right up. So we've put it back over there by the kitchen where we originally had it. We don't like it there because it blocks the windows of the kitchen so you can't see out into the field. But it's where it needs to be because it's right near the septic and we are using the Winnebago for our bathroom. So we got that moved. We set up batter boards for the house, which I will show you. So we set up all the batter boards on the corners. They're all leveled. There's one over there. There's one there. So we set them all up. We got our strings all set up. And we have marked out for where the posts will go. So there's an orange dot pretty much they're 8 foot on center except for the outer ones. The outer ones are 7 foot 10.5, and that's because of the wall girts that will be on the outside of the building. But so this is all squared up and we are ready to dig some holes. So today, this morning, we're going to rent an auger. We have a one-man auger, but we only have a 6-inch bit that goes with it. These are going to be 12-inch holes for the concrete piers that will hold up the house. So we're going to rent an auger, and we were originally going to rent a 2-man auger. And then I found a company that rents one for about the same price as a 2-man auger, and this one is a towable, so we're going to go pick it up with the truck and tow it home. And it's gas powered, so it's on wheels and everything. Supposedly it's supposed to be a lot easier than trying to hold on to it. We don't know, we've never used one, we haven't seen it used, but we'll find out when we get it here later today. We're fixing to leave in just a little bit here to go get it, but I wanted to show you what we got done on laying out the house. So another interesting thing, we were originally going to level this site and then we decided against it because we could be thinking this totally wrong, but there's a hill right there and this goes downhill, as you can see by the fact that these batter boards are way up in the air and this string line is the height of the top of the concrete pier. So these piers, this one and this one, are going to be 2 foot something up in the air, whereas that one back there is only 6 inches above ground and this one here is a little over a foot. So, and my point was that this goes downhill and we don't want to interfere with the natural flow of rainwater going downhill. If we leveled it and didn't do a great job, then we may have water pooling underneath the house, and we don't want that. And right now, there are a few places here that do pool up when it like total downpour, but I think that's because of the rain coming down on it and not the actual flow of water down the hill. So hopefully by not leveling it, we're not going to get a pool underneath the house. But that's where we're at. Miss Brown is over there trying to leave. I think she's looking for a place to lay her eggs. But yeah, this is getting exciting. I know it's going to be a long time before we finish this, probably be a few years, but it's exciting to just get it started. It's also very scary because if I make any mistakes at the beginning in putting in my concrete piers and my my brackets from my posts, which are right here. So these are the brackets that we're using And if I make any mistakes in setting these in, it's going to make things more difficult down the line. Now, nothing will be impossible. You can always fix a mess up, but it just makes things more difficult. So it is scary. It's kind of nerve-wracking. Just trying to think through everything, make sure I don't make any mistakes. It's not like I've ever built a Barndominium before. So just doing the best I can, and it'll be livable one way or the other, right? All right, well, we're gonna go get the auger, and I will see you when we get it.
It's not ours.
Is there a pin on the drill, on the bit?
It clips in.
Oh, okay. So here's the hydraulic earth drill that will hopefully drill all of our holes for the concrete piers.
Down on it. Yeah, getting it back on there is a whole different project.
Choke it?
No, I didn't.
Okay, so the earth auger is not doing as well as we had hoped. Could be our ground though. So I'm going to show you what we've run into. So on these holes up here that we are closest to the hill here, and in this hole, this is very clay and it's wet because we've had rain, so it's almost like Play-Doh, but it's coming off in big sheets. So on these holes we had a very difficult time even getting it down to 2 feet. And these piers up here are like 16, 17 inches above ground, so I believe 2 feet is deep enough on those. You know, we don't have a frost line. There's no, we don't have to go down 4 feet or anything like that. This is all personal preference and what I feel. I don't want the pillar to be top heavy or anything, so I want it deep enough that I feel like it's good. So these top holes are 2 feet. Now on the last hole that we did, the dirt has definitely changed. So let me show you what we have here. So on this hole here, it's still clay, but it's much looser. It's a lot different than what we had up top. So this hole actually went down to 3 feet without much of a problem. So that's a good thing because we were really worried. Now originally we were going to do these bottom posts 4 feet because The pier is going to be between 31 and 33 inches above ground, depending on, you know, which pier it is. So I wanted 4 feet in the ground, which is 4 feet below, 3 feet above. It's probably overkill. We're going to do 3 feet. I'm going to do a little bit more research before we put in the sonotubes. But I think 3 feet below ground with 33 inches above ground is probably plenty. I mean, if we build the house right, the barn right, then it's going to be straight up and down. There's not going to be any outward pushing on those piers. So we're probably going way overkill. We probably only need to go down 18 inches for all of them. But we just want to make sure that everything is as good as we can get it so that this Barndominium stays standing for a very long time if we can help it. So we're going to drill some more holes. We've got a lot more to go. We did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 13 more holes to go. It's already 1 o'clock in the afternoon and we have to return the machine at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. So we got a lot of drilling to do. Hi everyone. I just wanted to take a moment to show off these shoes that a company called Andanda sent us to try out. These are a low top and they have fiberglass toe in them. They, from what I can tell, are very comfortable. They were a little small for Ocean, so he didn't keep them on. But this company sells a lot of different work shoes, a bunch of different gloves, cut resistant gloves, welding gloves. I will leave a link in the description for you to check them out. Okay, we got all the holes dug. That really didn't take too long. The downhill side, it dug really well. The uphill side took a little bit more effort, but we got them done. We were noticing that machine rocks a lot and it moves and it's a real pain in the butt. So our holes are not lined up perfectly. And so when we go to put the sonotubes in them, we'll probably have to shave the holes, the edge of the hole, so we can put the tube where we need it. But that's for another day. This is the part we wanted to get done today. We got that done, and we need to work on the garden for the next couple of days or we're not going to have any food to eat this year. So we got this part done. We will see you for the next step.